right, so tonight we are making a cocktail from our Killer Cocktails book. If you are not sure what this is, we sell this on our site. It comes with 2 Moscow Mule cups. So if you want to grab one, go ahead and grab that. So we are making today, I picked one from the Novice because I am not a really like a big mixologist. I'm not a big drinker. So I picked one from the Novice. So if you want to follow along, we are going to be making the red rum on page 16 and 17. And this is what it's supposed to look like. Now, I don't have fancy martini glasses and I wasn't going to run out and purchase fancy martini glasses. So, but really you can make a cocktail in absolutely any glass. So I picked 2 options here. I picked the really beautiful flute, which I'm going to make the virgin version in. And I picked just like a tumbler style wine glass for the alcoholic version. So we're going to start with the alcoholic version and then move on to the virgin version. And if you're not sure what I'm talking about when I say a virgin cocktail, where have you been? It means it has no alcohol in it. Okay, so let's go through the ingredients. If you are following along, I will read all the comments at the end because I actually can't see that far. My laptop is quite a way away from me right now. So yeah, if you're commenting, I will definitely get back to those at the end of the cocktail making, okay? All right, so the ingredients include, here we go. So the first ingredient is rum, and I have a kitten issue. Off you go, Remy. he wants to drink. Okay, so I actually found you can use any rum. You can use spice rum, regular rum, if you have a white rum, dark rum, whichever you prefer. So I went to the liquor store today. I rarely ever go to the liquor store. That's sort of my husband's job. And I went looking down the aisles and I found this amazing rum. So we're going to give it a go. And it's actually very apt for this cocktail. It is called Dead Man's Finger. Yes, we're going to use that in our red rum cocktail, which if you haven't already noticed is basically murder backwards. So, so very apt. So it is a passion fruit rum. So this one's going to be really, really fruity. The next ingredient is lime juice. Now, I am not going to stand here and squeeze limes. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm not fabulous in the kitchen. So I actually just went to the grocery store and just bought the real lime juice in a bottle. The next is simple syrup. Now, I couldn't find this in my grocery store, so I did make it. It literally took me 3 minutes to make my simple syrup. And basically what it is the same amount of sugar as water. So if you're using a cup of sugar, use a cup of water, you put it in a saucepan, you basically heat it up until the sugar has mixed into the water, and you get this amazing sugar syrup. And I just stuck it in like a little oil pourer just to make it easier for me. And I'm sure we'll be making more of these cocktails in the future, so I have a good way of storing it. And then the final ingredient is strawberries. So I just bought a regular punnett of strawberries. Okay, are we ready for this? Let's get ready. So I do have a cocktail shaker. This was a gift to my husband of one of his birthdays. I am so sorry. Could you take him, please? So I do have a cocktail shaker. If you don't have a cocktail shaker, don't worry about it. You just need a little strainer because you don't want all the fruit in your drink. Or you might want all the fruit in your drink. That would be pretty cool. You can also blend it. So my cocktail shaker actually does have an ounce measure at the top, but I also have a shot glass, which is about an ounce too. So whichever you prefer. So I'm going to use a shot glass because I just think it's a little easier. So I'm going to take my lid off of my cocktail shaker. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my strawberries and I'm going to cut them up to make them easier. So just get this open. Now, there is a few ripe ones in here, and I do have a little chopping board in front of me, and you will want to wash your hands before you do this. So I'm just going to chop them up just to make it easier for me to crush them inside of my cocktail shaker. I don't even know how many strawberries I'm meant to put in here. It doesn't actually say. Oh, 3 medium sized. There you go. That helps if you actually read the description. So I'm just going to throw these in. I'm going to put one more in for good measure. These smell awesome. These are actually out of season for us too right now. So, okay. So you're just going to put them in here, and then what you're going to do is crush them up. It says muddling. Now there is very swanky tools that you can use for muddling. I have none of those. So I'm just going to use a wooden spoon and just basically get some aggression out and hit those strawberries up to get the juices out. So this is a little loud. And this is, I don't know how well this is going to go. You can also blend them. So if you're doing this for a fancy party or to impress somebody, definitely you can blend them in a blender and then grab the extract from that. But there you go. So I've just basically squished mine into the bottom of my cocktail shaker. Give it a good stir. God, that looks messy. Okay. There you go. How many of you are actually doing this with me? I'm just curious. How many of you actually stood in your kitchen actually making cocktails with me? This actually smells amazing. I actually might use those crushed strawberries a little later for maybe put on some ice cream or something. There we go. So we've got like a really nice little messy paste in there right now. So I'm just going to take out my spoon. If you want, obviously, if you are making this at home, please use little, what do you call these things? So that you can pick up your strawberries, so you're not putting your hands in the punnet of strawberries. Okay, so then what's next? So then we're going to add the rest of the ingredients. So I'm going to start at the top. So 2 ounces of rum. Now I haven't even opened this yet, so I'm really curious to see how it smells. I'm not a huge rum drinker, I will say that, but I know my husband will be delving into it. Oh, it smells so good with the passion fruit in there. Oh, I wish you could smell this. We should have smell live video so that you could smell this. So I'm just going to go 2 ounces. 1, 2. And I haven't added any ice to mine, and the reason I haven't is I'm British. I actually don't like my drinks cold. It is a really weird thing about me. So I am not adding ice. If you want this to be colder, obviously please go ahead and add some ice into your shaker. And then 3/4 ounce of lime juice. Hi Remy, why are you back? I'm on my dining room table, and yeah, there's a chair right here, and so he can get up. He's a little monkey. So I'm just gonna squeeze this out to 3/4. So, oh, sorry about this. Could you sort the cats out? Sorry, my husband's in the background. I'm like, just take the kittens away. So. There we go. So 3/4 ounce. Throw that in there, and then we need 1/2 ounce of our simple syrup. So I'm just going to take this lid off. Watch me spill this everywhere. There we go. This is 1/2 ounce, so 1/2 of a shot glass. There we go. All right. That is all the ingredients in. So now we're just gonna put the lid on, and we are going to do a little shaking. I feel like I'm in like a 50s movie right now, you know, when they do the really posh. There we go. This is the problem of working at home. All right. So, and then we're just gonna strain it. So my my cocktail shaker actually has a strainer in the top, so I do not have to worry about all the strawberries. And let's go, let's have a look and see what this tastes like. Oh, so obviously you don't get much when you only make a little bit, but that's okay because we're just doing this for camera anyway. And I think my strawberries are getting stuck at the top of my shaker. Okay, that's enough. All right, are you ready? It's actually, look at this. So this is the color. This is the picture. Not bad, hey? What do you think? And you can garnish, of course, with a strawberry. It smells good. Oh, wow. I am actually not lying. I thought I'd have to fake the taste test. But this actually tastes pretty amazing. Oh my God, that is so good. I want to kind of chug it, but that's not appropriate. It is really, really good. Wow. Let's now see what it looks like when we make the virgin version. So with the thing with the virgin version is that we're just going to substitute the alcohol. Another thing I want to say about simple syrup. If you are diabetic, you can use sort of the alternative sugars to make your simple syrup. Same way, just let it dissolve within the water, just let it cool, and then put it in a little container, and it works exactly the same. So if you are diabetic or you don't want that much sugar, that is a really great option. So we're gonna grab our beautiful flute, because I always think that virgin drinks should always come in prettier glasses, so that you always feel that you are enjoying a drink with other people. So we're going to do it in this really, I've had these for absolute years, this beautiful champagne flute. So I'm going to just add a little bit more strawberry in here. I want to check that this is empty, because obviously we want to make sure that normally, oh, you know what? I just had a thought. I have another cocktail shaker. So I'm going to use this one for the virgin, just so that we're authentic. All right. So strawberries. We're going to do this a little faster because you know what I'm doing. So throw the strawberries in. So 3 medium-ish strawberries. Are you bored yet? I want to know. I want you to, if you're making this, I want you to post pictures of how your cocktail turned out. I would love to see it. And you know what? It's my day off tomorrow, so it's actually nice that I could actually have a wee drink on a Wednesday night. Okay, so there we go. 3 strawberries. Get crushing. This one's not as deep, which is quite nice. It's a little easier for my little hands. So I'm just going to crush these up. I think I have a leaf in there, but it's not going to come out anyway. So come on, squish, squish, squish. There we go. Oh my God, there is so many comments. I'm excited to read all your comments in a minute. If you do have questions, concerns, you want to discuss something or chat something about something, just do put it in the comments. If you want a shout out, just say hi in the comments and I will give you a shout out right after we finish this virgin red rum cocktail, which obviously, as you all know, is backwards for murder. All right, so I got a nice little mess going on inside my cocktail shaker. It looks like this. This one's actually not so deep, which is actually quite, I actually kind of like this one better. This is kind of like a bullet one. All right, and then we're gonna add our ingredients. So we need cocktail everywhere. So instead of the 2 ounces of rum, we are gonna go with a lemon or a lime, like a lemon lime sort of idea. So, oh, my Sprite is getting a bit excited. So I actually just grabbed a bottle of lemon lime soda. So I picked up Sprite, but you can use obviously whichever version you want. I think lemonade would be actually quite nice with this too. So we're going to do 2 ounces of this. One. This is harder because it's carbonated, so it sort of fizzes up. And you can always add the Sprite to your actual alcoholic version if you just want to take it down a bit, you know, if it's just a little too alcoholic for you. So 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice. I'm getting messy now, look at this. In there. And 1/2 ounce of simple syrup. There we go. All right. Are you ready? Let's give it a shake. Oh, wrong lid. And this is like a, you know, like the blender thing. Make sure you got your hand on the top. I don't know how many times I've forgotten to put this little cap on, and lo and behold, I have drink everywhere. And as you all know, like lime juice and alcohol is so sticky, so sticky. Okay, so giving it a good shake, getting your exercise in here, and we're going to pour it into this beautiful wine glass. Okay, you might have to shake down the strawberries. There we go. All right, let's give this a go. You ready? Cheers. That tastes really different to this one, but it's really nice. It's really refreshing. This is actually nice on like a summer's day. When you just want something a little bit more exciting than pop or just juice, this is actually tastes really, really good. That's really, really good. So there you go. So that is the red rum cocktail in the alcoholic form and the virgin form. Okay. So I hope you like that. If you would like to see me make more cocktails, just